Escaping the winter months in the Caribbean, even just for a few days, is so rewarding. But spring season is upon us. Once again, the mountains are calling. Teeming with wildlife, beautiful sunset, lush greenery, and silky white waterfalls, we immediately packed our bags and headed off to the mountains in what would be one of the best hikes ever. A lot goes into choosing a hike. Logistics, permits, work schedule, and plenty of trails to choose from. Eventually, we narrowed it down to one trail, Loeb Trail, which is just hours drive from Florida. We drove overnight and parked at the southern terminus of the trail, where a shuttle picked us up and dropped us off at Daniel Boone Campground, and that's where the story begins. Hi everyone, we are in North Carolina hiking the Loeb Trail southbound. Loeb Trail is a 30-mile hike in Pisgah National Forest. It is listed as one of the 30 best North American hikes by National Geographic Adventure and offers some of the finest scenery in the Great Balsam Mountain Range. We hike Shining Rock Wilderness area where damage from previous year's storm is still apparent. Our first view of the mountains is a welcoming sight after all that uphill climb. Six miles into the hike and all that elevation gain prompted us to camp at Shining Rock Gap for the night. We prepared our meals and decided to tuck in our sleeping bag early. Bear canisters are required in the trail, as there are reports that bears in the Shining Rock Wilderness have learned to chew on ropes to get the bear bags. Early into the night last night, voices awoken us. Hikers in their headlamps unknowingly rested few feet from us and loudly chatted for almost an eternity, only to find out in the morning that we were camped near a water source. Midday, we reached Shining Rock Wilderness boundary, just at the foot of Tennant Mountain. We were surprised to learn a sudden change of weather forecast in the next 2 days. We're about to climb Tennant Mountain, and it's springtime, but it's started to snow.
The whole afternoon will be snowing.
We're at Tennant Mountain and it's snowing. Look at that. We were kids once again in the snow. Years back, we hiked a segment of Loeb Trail and recognized this campsite. The crossing road, I think it's a forestry road, forestry service road, and the trail should be just across it. That way? Didn't expect this snow. I was expecting like 60s in the morning and 30s in the evening, but somehow it was a surprise. Nevertheless, our gears are ready for winter. We have like 3-season tent, which is good enough for North Carolina winter, and we have like 18 degrees Fahrenheit sleeping bags, so we should be good. short just before Pilot Mountain and camped at Deep Gap Shelter, saving the uphill climb the day after. We decided to move outside the shelter because two hikers arrived and decided to stay inside. We just decided to go in the woods so that we have
Privacy and a drinking session.
and chit chat.
Oh. Oh. Tastes like plastic.
Which one?
I don't know. I think this one tastes like plastic. You should buy
This is the cheapest tequila I could find. So
the highest shelf tequila.
cooped up inside the sleeping bag, inside the tent for almost 12 hours is unbearable. At the slightest glimpse of dawn, we started packing our bags and got back to the trail. We bid farewell to the other hikers as they prepared to head off the opposite direction. Didn't bite you, right? Okay. Upon reaching Pilot Mountain, we looked back at the mountain peaks and ridges behind us, which are now covered in snow and mist. The hike is not the spring season teeming with wildlife, beautiful sunset, lush greenery, and silky waterfalls we initially set out for. But what it lacks make up for a soul-searching journey that we needed for the trying times ahead. We're about 4 miles to our car. So we'll try to finish this trail before sundown. Trail magic, our unexpected generosity that lifts a hiker's spirit. Unfortunately, all the treats are empty. At lower elevation, a break in the snow prompted us to take a break and prepare our lunch. Further down the trail, we reached Butter Gap Shelter and tapped up our water. How's the hike so far? We finally made it to Davidson River Campground, where our vehicle is parked. Exhausted and emotionally drained, we craved the warmth and comfort of home that awaited us. Everything happens for a reason, a part of a master plan. We just have to readjust our expectations, approach life like a feather that just floats through the world in whichever direction the wind takes it. The last few miles were grueling. Instead of just going straight down, it has to go up to these peaks, mini peaks, before it goes all the way to the Davidson River Campground. It was awful, but we finished it, so we're gonna celebrate. Man, I'm tired of cold. Should go back to Florida.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's find some seafood first.
Let's go.
Success? Give 5.